Hey Airdrie, this is Brad Walker with Redline Real Estate, here with your monthly market update for the month of September. Now this video is going to be fairly brief and it's just going to touch on some of the main points and stats that I've seen over the past month. So if you're looking for some more detailed numbers or you have some specific questions on the market, just feel free to reach out, let me know. All my information is below and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Now before we get started, regardless of where you're watching this video, please hit that like button. It helps get the video in front of more people who may be interested to see it as well. And also, if you are watching on YouTube, also hit that subscribe button so you can be updated in the future when new reports and new videos come out. Alright, well let's get into the report. So for September, we saw improvements yet again year over year. So last September to this September, we're seeing new listings down by about 15% and sales up about 12% from last September to this September. So that's great news. Whenever you see inventory come down, sales come up, that's going to do good things and help even out the supply and demand in the market. Now, overall sales for 2019 are only up a small percentage, about 2.97%. But the reason our prices aren't falling this year as compared to last year is that our inventory numbers year to date are actually 16% less than last year. So even though the sales are only up a slight bit, inventory is way down, which is why we haven't continued to see the price drops and we've now just started to level off. Now for our continuing trend, I've been saying this all year, I'm going to say it yet again, our prices continue to just hold flat this year for the most part. You'll see on the chart here they go up and down a little bit, but for the most part largely in the same range and certainly not falling anymore, which is really good. We started the year off at about 5% below prices from the year previous, and now we're sitting at about only down about 2%. So you can see our difference continues to get closer to zero, which is a great thing the longer that our prices stay flatlined. Now for hottest communities. So in September we did see a few communities sell more than they had new listings, and those ones were Big Springs, Midtown, Bayview, Woodside, Silver Creek, and South Windsong. All those communities had more sales than they did new listings, which is great for them and great for their communities. Now I would say though that the hottest community for the month is Bayview with 7 sales and only 1 new listing. So fantastic month for Bayview, and the whole Bay Area continues to go really well. Every single month for the last 4 months, I believe now, they've sold more than they've had new listings, and their inventory continues to drop. Good things are happening in that community. Now for mortgage news, this past month, since the beginning of September when the federal government unleashed their first-time buyer incentive program, I've had a lot of questions from first-time buyers on what this program exactly covers. It can be kind of confusing if you're not reading the right material and things like that, but I've had a lot of buyers who think that it's the government providing your down payment, which is not what it is. They're simply matching your down payment if you're doing a down payment of less than 20% to bring down your monthly costs slightly if you're a first-time buyer. Now the program isn't for everybody, and it's not really for most people from what I can gather from it, but if you do have questions about it, let me know. I'm happy to answer those questions and clear up any confusion that there might be on that program. Now as far as interest rates go, as you'll see on this chart here that I'm going to put up, interest rates started to come up just slightly again here this month. We were down very low the last couple months here, and it looks like on average we're up only about 0.02%, so not a huge difference at all, and some banks are posting increases and some aren't. So overall, our rates still are very good getting into the fall season, but what I would say, since we know we have some banks increasing, some banks staying the same, and all banks have a different lending platform, what I would definitely say is get in touch with a mortgage broker versus just going to your bank alone, so that you can get in touch with many different lending programs and your broker can help you pick the best one for you. Now if you're looking for a broker, just let me know. I have many contacts in the area and I'd be happy to refer you to someone local to get the job done. Now that is your monthly market report for Airdrie for the month of September. If you do have any questions, if you're wanting some more detailed information, I do have a market report that I email out every month, and we can tailor that to either Airdrie itself or your specific neighborhood. And on that report You're going to see stats about the city or the neighborhood, and you're also going to see the recent sales that have happened, how much they sold for, how many days on market they were, give you a little bit more detailed report for you to view every month. Now, if you're interested in that report, please comment on this video or reach out to me directly. All my information is below, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have or send you that report for your neighborhood. And again, this is Brad Walker with Redline Real Estate here in Airdrie. Have a fantastic October and a great Halloween, and we'll see you next month.